Welcome to ETT, Everyday Tech Things. Oh shoot, there's no light. Computer, turn on Godox. Welcome to ETT again. Whoa, this look wrong. Computer, turn on Office. Voila. Alright, so automation. So what is automation? So automation is the creation and application of technology to produce and deliver goods and services with minimal human intervention. What that means as it relates to automation in the home. So home automation is the same, using minimal amount of human intervention to control devices around your home. As you saw just now, I just control my computer turning on, my lights turning on, this light that is illuminating me turning on without having to touch anything. I was right here in the seat, I use my voice and turn them on. Automation. Let's start from the basics. So once you want to get into home automation or office automation, it helps to start from the basics. And the basics is getting basically a voice control system. Now, what is a voice control system? It's a device that allows you to control your other devices by using a voice command. The main voice control system that are available to us: Siri from Apple, Amazon, and Google Assistant. With Google Assistant, Amazon, and Siri, these voice control systems allow you to control your devices. I believe that the most capable one right now is actually Amazon, which is what I have right here. As I said, this is the basics to home automation. So I won't get into how technical it is to control the lights, the monitor, and all of those stuff. I'm going to start from the basics. So once you're trying to get into home automation, it helps to start with the voice control device. And the voice control device that I use is the Amazon. It allows you to control almost any device that can be controlled by an app. Everybody who makes devices that you can control by an app basically put in the code so you can use Amazon to control it. Let's start with the basics. The basics of home automation, are the easiest way to get into home automation is to get what they call a smart plug. What a smart plug does, it allows you to automate what I would call dumb appliances. A kettle, a fan that has, a pulley lever or something that you can turn. So any device that you can turn or press a button to keep it on, you can always use a smart plug to control it. So let's do a demonstration of what a smart plug does when you try to control, for instance, my kettle right here. Computer, turn on kettle. And as you can see, the kettle is now on. Computer, turn off kettle. Yes, so this is what they call a smart plug. So it's a simple device. I actually got this smart plug when I bought the Amazon Mini, and this comes with it. It's a plug which connects through Wi-Fi. You're able to control it via your voice control device. Now, with this simple plug, you can control a lot of different devices. As you saw just now, I said computer turn on my kettle, and it's because when I was setting up this device, I call this device a kettle inside of the program, and that allows me to use the word kettle to turn on the actual kettle. It could be
kettle is not responding.
Okay. There she go. It could be turn on toaster. It could be almost any device that you have. I call them dumb devices. It could be turn on fan. It could be any one of these devices. And a smart plug is, I would consider, the basic of getting into automation. I would advise anybody who is trying to get into home automation to start here, because it can get technical And this is the reason why for this series I am starting with a smart plug. I believe it's the easiest way to get into automation and, kind of build your way up to the level of automation that you see I have in this room. Because in order to control the computer, turning on the computer, turn on the lights, it requires a lot of other devices. It requires a lot of, not necessarily understanding because the programs work it through, but it requires you getting a lot more devices to get to that level. Now, a smart plug, very simple. All you need to do is just plug it into your socket in your wall, and once you plug it into your socket, you connect it to the Wi-Fi, and once you connect it to the Wi-Fi, Alexa will be able to see it, and once Alexa can see it, you set it up in the program, and then once you set it up in the program, you can now control it by setting a name for it, which this one right now named kettle. I normally use it to control my kettle. The next thing about a smart plug is that a smart plug is really smart. It can send power draw, like how much power it is using at any given time, and in the world of automation you now can use that for another automation. But as I say, I'm trying to keep this first video simple, given that we're just starting this series and we're just getting into automation, by just keeping it simple and talk about the basics as it relates to a smart plug. And as I said earlier, a smart plug allows you to plug it in, set a name for it, and just simply use it to control dumb devices like a kettle, a fan, a toaster oven. These devices that are not considered smart, whereas, well, most devices are not smart right now. Your microwave is not smart, or any of these other devices, but those devices, because when you turn it on, you actually have to press a button for it to work. Automating it is not so easy. But if it's a device that allows you to use a remote control on it, there are other ways you can go about automating it, and I'll be talking about those devices as this series go on. And yeah, this is, as I said, the basics of home automation. Simply using your voice control device, whether it be a HomePod, which is the Siri voice control device, or Amazon, which is Amazon voice control device, or a Google Assistant, which is Google voice control device. And it's that simple. It's that simple to get into home automation. A simple smart plug, a voice control device, and now you can use it to control devices around your house. Home automation is it's a technical area. Yeah, you have so many things that you can control. You have so many things that you can do with home automation. I am just, how would I say, basically scratching the surface. This is the basic, but in my space right now, I am really just scratching the surface as it relates to controlling my devices. I have to use a lot of other devices with the voice control device to control other stuff around the room. For instance, I can say, computer, turn light box to blue. And as I can see, the computer turned the light around the TV into blue, and that is what they call automation. So it allows you to use your voice. No longer do you have to get up and turn off a device or turn on a device. You can just simply use a voice command to control it. Mind you, it doesn't work every time, but it works most of the time. So this is the first episode of the home automation series, where I walk you through how I build my automation and how I use simple devices like this and other devices to control everything that you're seeing in this room and other stuff outside of this room, like in my kitchen. Yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Shango, a creator from Jamaica. This is ETT. Blessings and guidance.